Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A power surge knocks out internet service for Cox customers across the Las Vegas Valley for just a few hours, but those users are up in arms. NV Energy officials say a backhoe hit a power line around 8 this morning, which caused the widespread outage. The power surge forced modems to reset automatically. While most of the service was back on by mid-morning, a slew of customers were grumbling about it online. One tweeting, fix your connection please. Another posting, there would be a Cox internet outage when I get home from work. Facepalm emoji. And developing tonight, police are investigating a shooting that happened in broad daylight in downtown Las Vegas, closing nearby roads, including Bonanza Road and the D Street on-ramp to I-15. Officers say they were called around 11 this morning and found one person injured, who was later taken to the hospital. In other news, car thefts continue to climb in the Las Vegas Valley. Police say as of mid-March, stolen vehicle reports are up 12% from the same time last year. And that's after a jump of nearly 22% from 2020 to 2021.
And that's concerning for us as a police department. When you have your vehicle stolen, it impacts your whole livelihood. You can't get to work. You can't take your kids to school. And so the investigations that are around that are critical, and the follow-up and subsequent arrest is what we prioritize.
Experts say factors include rising auto prices, unemployment, and shrinking law enforcement budgets. In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The Clark County School District surprisingly sells a nuclear bunker from the Cold War era for twice its original value after holding an auction during last night's meeting.
U.S. Express carriers.
All right, to the folks in the crowd, anyone else want to bid? We are at $2 million.
The Board of Trustees auctioned the 2-acre land in the Southwest Valley, including the bunker.
About 6 feet underground is a bunker that was built in the 1950s, basically as a bomb shelter in case the Soviets ever dropped a nuclear bomb on Las Vegas. U.S.
Express carriers bought the land for close to $2 million, despite district documents showing it was valued at $990,000. U.S. Express Carriers is a freight shipping and trucking company based in Henderson. And a Henderson man pleads guilty to taking part in a cryptocurrency fraud scheme worth over $720 million. 57-year-old Gordon Beckstead pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering and preparing false tax returns for the BitClub network, which told investors they would get shares in cryptocurrency mining pools from 2014 to 2019. Beckstead's sentencing is set for August. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Some big names are set to perform at the Grammys, taking place for the first time in history in Las Vegas. Review-Journal's John Katsimides has the updated list.
The Grammy Awards are leaning into live performances for their first ever telecast from Las Vegas. Added to the list of entertainers set to perform on the April 3rd show are jazz and R&B artist Jon Batiste, rock veterans Foo Fighters, rap superstar Nas, R&B star Her, and country superstar Chris Stapleton. The whole thing comes off at 5 p.m. on April 3rd, broadcast on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
In lifestyle, the Las Vegas Convention Center just wrapped up one of the most delicious industry gatherings of the year, the International Pizza Expo. Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer shows us this year's pizza trends. Renee?
Jen, 300 booths packed the convention center, with many offering tastings of flatbreads, traditional pizza favorites, while others were future forward with high-tech developments in the savory pie world. Some of the more popular trends this year were keto flour blends for those who are more health conscious, and in one of the most impressive displays, the Pizza Master electric deck ovens from Sweden with their metal and glass exteriors and digital control panels. Also metallic Uni pizza ovens and more.
There's also an all-electric car that's registered like a motorcycle, but has a little insulated trunk for pizzas, then delivery, and it can go 80 miles an hour for extra speedy delivery.
Now, as we all know, pizza always calls for cheese, but not everyone wants or can eat dairy products. So for those needing plant-based options, Follow Your Heart Cheese is one of the food producers at this year's expo. Jen?
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. Happy Friday. Did you enjoy the blistering heat? We hit the 90s for the first time this year. The National Weather Service reports today as the hottest, March 25th, beating out the old record of 87 degrees. So get ready for a hot spring season. Temps are still in the 80s, should cool to the 60s after midnight. On Saturday, another hot day in the 90s with winds blowing around 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, the gusts pick up to around 20 miles per hour. Then a storm front is forecasted to make its way across Las Vegas Valley on Monday and Tuesday before clearing out by Wednesday.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the mobile app today. For the first time since 2020, the owners of the NFL teams will be able to meet in person at their annual meeting at the Breakers Hotel in West Palm Beach, Florida. On the agenda will be a look at the overtime rules and if they need to be altered. Raiders owner Mark Davis is expected to be in attendance. Check out VegasNation.com throughout the week to keep up with all of the news coming out of the NFL owners meetings in Florida. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Duke is one win away from the Final Four in Coach Mike Krzyzewski's final season. The Blue Devils are 4-point favorites over Arkansas at Caesars Sportsbook in Saturday's West Region Final, and the total is 147. The Razorbacks, who eliminated #1 overall seed Gonzaga Thursday, are plus 160 on the money line. In Saturday's other Elite Eight game, Houston is a 2-point favorite over Villanova in the South Region Final, and the total is 129.
In health, a new venue for those looking to eat fresh. For the first time, the Dollar Loan Center hosted the Henderson Farmers Market, featuring healthy handmade products from local merchants.
And this venue is amazing. I didn't know if I was going to like it because they tore down the old one, or people weren't coming anymore. And this is an unbelievable place. It's not bothering anybody. There's plenty of parking. And all these people are very nice people.
Farmers markets are held regularly at a variety of locations in Henderson. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you on Monday for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.